Let them not know from which angle you will appear angle you are coming. But all don't be too predictable as a leader. I another thing that can make leadership cumbersome, make it an unpleasant thing is when you have put your all into your team and you're not getting the results that you want. A lot of leaders face the frustration or go through this likely trauma or emotional issues of not knowing how to manage a team that does not carry their vision. Every leader is actually a work in progress. Since just like Bessie mentioned that they are humans as well. So as just as you mentioned, they've been foreign someone. So that means their own characters will still being built. They are being stretched. Their skills are still being developed. You must let your team understand how frustrated you are getting. And you must let them understand that despite that frustration, you are on top of the situation. So it means you must let them know that you are the leader. Welcome to another episode of the Tebeba Podcast, where we explore big ideas, ask meaningful questions, and bring you conversations that spark positive change. In case you are yet to subscribe, do so today at Tebeba TV on YouTube and also follow us on other platforms. Today, I'm your host, Sunshine, and with me are Jojo. Hello, guys. Hi. Mercy.
Hi.
Hi. And the mama of the show,
Mommy J.
we are glad to have you all. And today we are bringing another insightful topic which we would like to discuss and also read your comments about. So, as a leader, in whatever capacity, in family, home, school, anywhere, is it okay to be vulnerable? Or should you hold your emotions in, your experiences, your frustrations? So that's what we're going to explore today. As a leader, should you hold these all in? Or is it okay to be vulnerable? So I'm starting with Mercy Tiki. And I want to ask you, what do you think about leadership, especially when it comes to this issue of vulnerability or, masking all these troubles?
Now, you are a leader. A leader is a is human being. He has flesh. He has the emotion. He has his own mood swing or mood change in whatever way, right? But that does not mean that such leader should release himself, should make himself, should bullet himself with, to cage himself, that you will not be able to reach out, other will not be able to reach out to you, and you will just, it does not mean like that. It means you can be vulnerable, and as well, you might choose not to, depending on the situation at hand, depending on what you are facing, depending on the conditions. So you might choose a particular moment to be vulnerable. You might choose a particular time also to let it out.
Amazing. So let's go to Jojo now. What are some of the frustrations, the struggles, the emotions that you think leaders experience, especially those things that make them come to that crossroads where they have to decide, oh, should I share this or should I not share this? So maybe your own experience as well in leadership. What are some of the frustrations that leaders go through?
Oh, are you seeking a trusted media firm to help you cover your events like your birthday ceremony, wedding ceremony, naming ceremony, convocation, matriculation, just name it, anything ceremony, anything media. We are here for you. Like Tebeba Media is here to capture and preserve exceptional memories. That is what we do exceptionally. And we are much more. We do music production, movie production, podcasting, live streaming, photography, just name it. Anything media, we are here for you. So what do you need to do? Visit us now at tebibomedia.com and you will be amazed you did so. I know your wedding is coming. Reach out to us now. Like now. Now go back to your video.
One of the frustrations I would say that leaders go through is not having a cooperative wow. Okay. So a lot of leaders face the frustration or go through these likely trauma or emotional issues of not knowing how to manage a team that does not carry their vision. Yeah. So if you're a leader, you're leading is more like for instance, you're a teacher, you're a class teacher, and you're trying to manage your class, you're trying to probably teach them in a way they should go, right? And they're not cooperating. You feel frustrated. So it's the same thing with leadership. If you're trying to share your vision with people you call a team, like you're trying to share your ideas with them, how you want the company to grow, how you want them to grow, and the things they should do. And they're like, well, I'm just here for a while, I'm just here for the money, I'm just here for this. And they're not even concerned about how to grow the company. Obviously, as a leader, you'll be frustrated, you'll be tired because you don't know who to hold on to. And another thing is that you will feel like you cannot trust any of them. That's true. Yes. And serious. That's that actually says Mommy J. I another thing that can make leadership cumbersome, make it an unpleasant thing is when you have put your all into your team and you're not getting the results that you want.
Hold on. Do you know that Tebeba is more than just a media and a publishing firm? Oh, you don't. Now you do. Through our e-learning platform, you can take courses on leadership, relationship, digital skills, personal development, just name it. Tebeba Academy is here to offer you amazing courses to transform your life. What do you need to do? Just visit tebibaacademy.com and you will be amazed you did. Now you can continue with your video.
And so as for sure, I said, yes, you are not getting it. Maybe due to nonchalance of your team or they not um having that vision that you have or not even realize not the amount to it. It's not sticky. When they just think that whatever our leader is doing, hey, he's supposed to do it the one else. Is it me that we do it? Or this attitude of share have we carried the company more than the others? Well, no.
And yes, also whatever a leader will always give the task.
Yes,
And he give tasks. You do this, you do that. Submit so they you did no submission. No explanation. No explanation. Abba, we are human. We are human. It will be frustrating. And okay, let's now step it forward. Give it sort leader and ask, where is my task? No response. You know how frustrating that would be.
yeah, that could be very.
It will be very, very frustrating. And sort leader, like you said, can lose trust and can lose energy, can lose whatever he has been, investing, putting in the team, in the followers. And if such leader now show the vulnerability of the consequences, the complete drop of the frustration, they might say, now, they might say, this myself gone,
Yes.
this myself gone.
Yeah, and they can use words like, they may not say it, but it can be expressed through probably their body language, like, up, I'm just doing you a favor, Yeah, like when if you're a leader and you sense that your team is giving you that vibe of, oh, I'm just doing you a favor by being here. It's so impossible. Yeah, because you like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What's going on? And I say is, in all these situations, no leader that is worth that name should hold anything in. Okay. I think by holding it in, the leader will be doing a great disservice to himself or herself. Yeah. And by not holding it in, I don't mean coming out having an emotional outburst. No. Okay. No. Just you must let your team understand how frustrated you are getting. And you must let them understand that despite that frustration, you are on top of the situation. So it means you must let them know that you are the leader.
Are you an African author who is seeking a great platform to publish their book? Or are you in need of great African books to read? Tebeba Books is here for you. Just head on to tebebabooks.com. Now you can go back to your video.
Despite all of the things they are doing, or whether intentional or not intentional, even though you let them understand, even though you show how vulnerable you are,
Yes.
and all that, they must still understand that you are still the leader and you are on top of the situation. If not,
It's going there. I think it's easier for the team to even disintegrate like that. So building up on what Major just shared, I think that's where the importance of being there's this model or something like that where people, or especially leadership coaches, advise that at no point in your life should you be without a leader or a follower. So this is what I'm saying, or what I mean. So as you're leading a group, you should also have someone you're submitted to. So for example, maybe a coach, maybe a mentor, maybe a pastor, because sometimes leaders go through personal challenges. Like you will be able to share the idea. So it's only maybe issues that affect the team that they can share with the team. But there has to be that authority figure in their own lives as well that can help them. So I want to now I want us to speak on that. So how are leaders supposed to embrace the role of mentorship or coaching such that they don't feel belittled in their own rights as leaders, but they are able to still maintain a healthy balance with their own mentors? So now I'm talking about someone already has their own team, you understand me? And this leader also has a leader or a coach or a mentor. I want more we can say. Okay, miss.
Okay, so I would like to say before you can become a leader, it's either you've passed through uh, a class, a course, you must have passed through training,
The training.
right? And because you actually want to lead others, so you yourself you must have passed through this. It might be series, you might have 2 or 3 mentors, and for you now to impact them, you have someone who have actually trained you. You have what you've learned from them. That I believe that those courses, the curriculum, the training you received might have include how you deal with your your follower and how you break your vulnerability. There is wisdom in everything. There are times that you really want to, like Mrs. You really want to vent, but there is wisdom in everything. There is wisdom. So you have your follower actually did something that hurt your feelings. There is a way you can relate it to your own coach, I believe that, or your mentor, and it could help you out. It could solve it for you, and you get back to them, and everything will go smoothly.
Yeah, and also adding to what you say, yeah, as a leader, you should be open-minded because it's very important that you are open to learning. You should learn not just from, from a mentor, but also for your team. Yeah, yeah. And secondly, I would like to say that before you become a leader, you are first of all a follower. True, bro, sure, yeah. So you must have followed someone to a certain extent before being able to lead another person. So it's not just, oh, you just probably fell from heaven. Something would have led you to being in that position. So the area of mentorship is very important. So you cannot say, "Oh, I'm the god of myself," or that if you're doing that, you're literally gonna struggle as a leader. Yeah. So that means every leader is actually a work in progress. Since just like basically mentioned that they are humans as well. So as just as you mentioned, they've been foreign someone. So that means their own characters will still being built. They are being stretched. Their skills are still being developed.
Oh, are you seeking a trusted media firm to help you cover your events like your birthday ceremony, wedding ceremony, naming ceremony, convocation, matriculation, just name it, anything ceremony, anything media. We are here for you. Like Tebeba Media is here to capture and preserve exceptional memories. That is what we do exceptionally. And we are much more. We do music production, movie production, podcasting, live streaming, photography, just name it. Anything media, we are here for you. So what do you need to do? Visit us now at tebebamedia.com and you will be amazed you did so. I know your wedding is coming. Reach out to us now, now, now. Like now. Now go back to your video.
So and just as you mentioned, they've been foreign songs. That means their own characters were still being built. They are being stretched. Their skills are still being developed. And that's really great. So I want us to also talk about something that's worthy of note. So as much as we said leaders should be vulnerable, they should share their challenges. Are there any personal issues that you think a leader should keep from their team? Do you understand? So just as we talked about coaches and mentors. So I guess some issues you believe leaders should keep to themselves in their personal lives that they shouldn't share with their team. That should probably be reserved from their mentors or their counselors.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of issues. It depends on the kind of relationship you have with your team. If it depends on their level of maturity. If it's something that's personal to you, I don't think you should go all out and share with your team because it's personal in the first instance. And if it's personal, it might be maybe a leader that's married. You have some marital issue. I don't think if you share that with your team because it involves another person. That's your spouse. So for such issues, or even if it involves the children, for such things, I think you should talk to your mentor instead. Share that.
Even though all the followers, I mean all the same members, you cannot say everyone has same mind, one love for you. So you don't know who is the Judas among them. So you think maybe one or two of them actually good to you, you close and you want to. I believe as a leader, you should have known that not all of them likes it.
That's true.
Not all of them. So share personal issue, family or marital issue. It's it's a no. It shouldn't be heard from a leader.
That's really amazing. And for me, I think one of my own part of the things I've gathered from my own little experience as a leader is also the place of building mental resilience. Because at the end of the day, you can't lash out every time someone does not submit a task. And at the end of the day, you can't, start shouting at everybody because one deadline was missed. So, of course, there's a place of discipline. There's a place of, rewards and punishments in your team. But there's also that place of that stretch of endurance that every leader has to cultivate. No leader should be predictable.
No leader, yes, no. If you shout every time, shout, 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 they will say, if only shouting, we shout now. So don't be predictable. It's like dealing with your children. Let them not know from which angle you will bear angle they are coming. But all don't be too predictable as a leader.
Wait, are you a busy professional, a lecturer, a banker, an architect, a caterer, a lawyer, a student, or even a pastor who has the desire to have a book but doesn't have the time to write? I understand. This is why Tebeba Publisher is here for you. What do? We can ghostwrite for you, edit, proofread, publish, print your book, distribute it across different international sites like Amazon, Tebeba Books, and we can even get it across to different physical bookstores here in Nigeria. Isn't that amazing? Yes, I know you don't want to miss out on this. So what do you have to do? Just reach out to us by clicking the link displayed on your screen and become a best-selling author. Now you can go back to your video.
Yeah, that's and I will also add that as a leader, you know, there are things that you yourself you really want to do, and there are ideas that you want to share with your team members. I believe that you shouldn't just share it until they mature to some level. Because if you share it at a particular level, it might not be at that level with you, and it will frustrate you. And you'll be like, they are not getting this. But it's because the frequency is different. You are operating from different frequency, and you will not get the same result. At the end of the day, you might even quit that vision
Because the team has not matched.
I was not giving you that energy, that okay, the vibe, let us go on this. it's because problem they are not saying it. They are not. So sharing, for you to not lash out your anger or vent your frustration, you have to know that your team has grown to some extent that they can take your ideas or
Hold on. Do you know that Tebeba is more than just a media and a publishing firm? Or you don't, now you do. Through our e-learning platform, you can take courses on leadership, relationship, digital skills, personal development, just name it. Tebeba Academy is here to offer you amazing courses to transform your life. What do you need to do? Just visit tebebaacademy.com and you will be amazed you did. Now you can continue with your video.
whatever task we get.
Yes, and also you should understand their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, not everyone in the team will vibe with you, like you said. So know the ones that when you say something, they easily pick it. Yeah, early adopter. Know the ones that when you say something, they also check. Yeah. See, should we follow now or later? Say that kind of exactly. Okay. Wow, it's been quite an interesting conversation. It's been insightful. I would love to read from you to see your comments, maybe your own experiences as leaders as well, so that we can learn from you and we see how this conversation has helped you as well. In case you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Tebeba TV and follow us on other platforms. So we come your way again, we are saying
Talk, talk, me.